So when I begin in seated meditation, there's two ways that I can choose to sit, either on my block, cross-legged, and your block, could be supportive cushions as long as they're firm so that you're feeling support underneath your sit bones. It could be that you sit on the floor, but when I sit on the floor, my knees are above my hips. And so over time in seated meditation, that might cause a little bit of irritation or pain. And so the block just allows for more space. But then another option to take seated meditation is hero's pose, where you tuck your legs behind you. And again, putting something under your sit bones will just allow you to be propped up so that your hips are a little higher than your knees. And I'm calling this meditation, but at the beginning of a practice like this, it can be as simple as a centering. So you're centering yourself into your body, into your breath. If it feels good for you, you can close your eyes. And then notice if there's any adjustments that you can make with your body to be a little bit more aligned. Shoulders on top of your hips. Upper part of your chest, your sternum bone, lifting up toward the ceiling. Feel the places that your feet or legs make contact with the floor. Breathe your breath all the way down to your feet and legs. See if you can get a sense of where your head is in space. I was feeling like my head was tipped up a little bit. So I'm going to bring my awareness to ears stacked in line with shoulders. And my chin slightly tucked. In yoga, this is called Jalandhara Bandha, the chin lock. And this creates a smooth pathway for your breath. Just let your breath be natural. Notice how it flows into your lungs and out of your lungs. Take a deep breath in. A long breath out. Inhale. Exhale. This time, either with your eyes open or closed, as you inhale, reach your arms up overhead. And as you exhale, bring your arms back down. Inhale, lift up. If your eyes are open, you could look up. Exhale, arms come back down. 2 more times. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. 1 more time. Now this time when you lift your arms up overhead, clasp your palms, turn your palms to face up to the ceiling, and once again, drop your chin, engage Jalandhara Bandha, the chin lock. Roll your shoulders down and onto your back. Continue to press up through your palms. Draw your navel in toward your spine, just slightly, like 25% engagement. This is called Uddiyana Bandha, the navel lock. Full breath in. As you exhale, go over to the right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, release your arms back down. And then make your way up to standing. So however you like to get there. Standing with your feet either hip distance apart or wider, but a little bend in your knees. And we're going to start to gently shake. So you can begin by moving your hands and bouncing a little bit at your knees. And then your arms are going to begin to move up either to shoulder height, if that's okay, or higher. The height of your arms is really up to you. Keep on breathing. And then you can bring more of your body movement into this. So you can bring your legs into this. It's like a shaking out. And animals do this naturally when they're releasing fear or tension. And so we're just going to do that at the beginning of our practice today, releasing anything from your day or your week or this month or this year that's ready to go. And then you can come back to stillness, keeping your feet wide apart. And then starting to rotate your arms side to side. Palm tree pose. As you rotate, your opposite foot might come off of your mat a little bit, and that's okay. You want to be really gentle on your knees. And once again, just clearing the energetic space around you. Kind of playfully swinging your arms. And both of these exercises you can do with your eyes open or closed. Really personal preference. You can start to go a little faster. It's okay if your arms gently touch your body. And then you can begin to slow it down. Surrendering back to center, to stillness. This time, feet hip distance apart, hands at heart center, and eyes either to your fingertips or you can close your eyes in mountain pose. Notice your feet on the floor and your palms touching each other. Half sun salutations. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reach to the ceiling. Fold down to the earth. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Come all the way up to standing. Sweep your arms up overhead. And then take your hands down to heart center. From the top of your mat, We'll move into sun salutation A. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Hands to the floor, step back. High plank from your toes or from your knees. Press back through your heels and lengthen forward through the crown of your head. Gently press away from the floor, activating your arms. Last breath in. Exhale, knees to the earth, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes. Low cobra. Inhale, peel your chest up. Exhale, lower back down. Do that again. Inhale, lift up into low cobra. Exhale, lower. Okay, now keep going with your breath. Your inhale is going to lift you. Your exhale is going to lower you. If you like, you can close your eyes. Imagine that this is like a moving meditation. The inhale is when you move away from the floor. The exhale is coming back down. Keep pressing the tops of your feet down, active in your legs. Last time, inhale to lift. Hold for 3, 2. Gently hug your elbows toward each other. Last breath. Lower all the way down. Downward facing dog. Press into your hands. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up to the ceiling. You can walk out your feet, pedaling heel to heel. At any time, you can also take your knees down to the floor and come to puppy pose, Anahatasana. Hands on the earth, forehead on your mat or on a prop. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roll your upper arm bones under and press your torso toward your thigh bones. Last breath. Look forward, step up to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Reach up to the ceiling. Bow down to the earth. Lengthen your backbone. Hands to the floor, step back. High to low plank or no plank. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Or knees to the floor, puppy pose. Give your head a little bit of movement side to side, release through your neck. And then come down to child's pose, Balasana. Knees wide. Forehead rests on the floor. And your hips can stay lifted or they can come back toward your heels. Breathe into your low back. And as you exhale, soften toward the floor. You can choose to stay in child's pose, or you can come through for cobra. So in this cobra, your legs can stay on the floor, and you're going to lift up through your chest. As you exhale, come back to child's pose. Inhale, lift forward for cobra. Exhale, go back to child's pose. 3 more times. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. This time, as you inhale, come into cow pose. Lift your chest. When you exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. Big breath in. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Inhale. Outhale. Child's pose. Inhale, lift up for cow. Exhale, downward facing dog. From down dog or tabletop, reach your right leg behind you. Press back through your heel, your toes face toward your mat. Lift your leg up as high as it will go, and then bend at your knee and roll your hip open. Take a full breath in. Exhale, release. Second side, either from tabletop or down dog. Extend your left leg back. Drop your left hip so that it's in line with your right hip. And then reach your left leg back, higher to its highest point. Bend at your knee and roll open. One more breath. Foot back down to the floor, tabletop pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. You can also do this from seated. Inhale, lift your chest forward. Exhale, round through your spine, drop your head. 3 more times. Keep on breathing. Last one. Neutral spine. Downward facing dog or table. Look forward, step or jump forward. Halfway lift, fold forward. Reach all the way up. Utkatasana, chair pose, sit low. Hands can be at your heart center or you can reach them toward the ceiling. You can also take cactus arms if you prefer that variation. And if you are in cactus arms, we're going to bring some movement to this. So it's going to be inhale to reach, exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, reach up, exhale, bend at your elbows. Keep going. Inhale, lift up, exhale, bend. Inhale, reach, exhale, bend. Last time, inhale, exhale, fold all the way forward. Halfway lift, hands to the floor, step back, high to low plank or no plank, cobra or up dog, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Heel to heel alignment. Gently draw back with your right hip and forward toward the front of your mat with your left hip. So there's a bit of a scissoring action. Hands can stay at heart center. You can reach your arms up, or you can clasp your hands behind your back. Still and steady in warrior one. One more breath. Open into warrior two. Heel to arch alignment. So there's a little bit of change at your feet. And then reach forward and back with your arms. If it feels better to have your hands at your hips, you can bring them to your hips and you still have the alignment, shoulders on top of hips. We'll bring some movement to this. So inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Reverse. Extend. Two more. Last one. Hold for 3. 2. One more breath. Hands to the floor. You can take a vinyasa or you can come to rest in tabletop, down dog, or child's pose. Step your left foot forward, warrior one. And it's okay to take more space between your feet so that you have more room for your hips. Hands can stay below your shoulders. You could reach your arms up overhead if you want the opening. Or you can reach your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and create space across your collarbone. 3 breaths. Feel your center, this place within you that is unchanging, always present, and full of love and gratitude. Last breath. Warrior two, open up. You can choose your arm variation. It does not have to look the same as the first side. If it feels good for you, you can deepen into the lunge. Feel the blade of your right foot into the ground. Flip your left palm, reverse your warrior. Extend it side angle. Reverse. Extend. Continue to move with your breath. Two more. Your legs are so strong. They can hold you here all day. And then we will hold extended side angle for 3, 2, 1 more breath. Hands to the floor. Vinyasa or come to your resting pose. Full breath in. Long breath out. 2 more. One more. Look forward, step or hop forward. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Reach all the way up to the ceiling. Hands to heart center. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down and reach up. And in this chair pose, hover your right foot off of your mat. If you prefer to keep your hands at heart center or at your hips, you can do that. Continue to hover, right foot up. You might start to notice your left glute is activating. And then you're going to step your right foot all the way back, coming into crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Hands can stay down or you can reach your arms up. And then whoa, goodness. Getting our balance here. You can always put your back knee down. And we're all going to bring our hands to heart center. Lean a little bit forward in this crescent lunge. Hovering twist. So you'll inhale at center. Exhale, hover to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, hover left. Again, the left glute might be really activating here, and that's what we're looking for. Inhale at center. Exhale to the left. 2 more times. 1 more. This time as you exhale, you're going to stay. You can keep your palms together, or you can open up your arms like wings. If your back knee is lifted, it could come down to the floor, or if it's on the floor, you can lift it up. For 3, 2, your fullest twist. Hands to the floor. You can take your full vinyasa or meet back in down dog, tabletop, or child's pose. Big breath in. Open mouth, sigh. Look forward, step or lightly hop forward to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, fold forward. As you inhale, reach up to the ceiling, extended mountain. Hands to your heart center. Utkatasana chair pose. Sit low. Hands can stay at heart center, or you can reach your arms high. And your feet can be close together, or your feet can be further apart, maybe hip distance apart. This time, hovering the left foot off of your mat. And you might notice as you go a little bit lower in your seat, you start to feel your right glute activated more. We're going to stay and breathe, allowing the fire to build, the heat to build in the muscles. One more breath. And as you exhale, you're stepping your foot all the way to the back of your mat, crescent lunge. It can be a high lunge. Arms can even be extended for a deep stretch in your hip flexor. Or it can be a low lunge with your back knee on the floor. Hands might even come to heart center right away if this helps you to feel centered and balanced. Take one more breath in. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale again at center, and then exhale, hovering twist. Inhale, center. Hovering twist to the right. 3 more times. Move with your breath. On your last twist, you're going to stay. Palms can stay together, or you can open up your arms, maybe placing your back knee on the floor if it's not there. Or tucking your toes and lifting your back knee, pressing into your heel and into the palm of your hand for 3, 2, fullest expression. Hands to the floor. You can flow it out or come to your resting pose. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward, step or lightly hop forward. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Utkatasana chair pose. Garudasana eagle. Right leg comes up and over your left leg. Squeeze your thigh bones together. Right arm can wrap around and bind with your left arm, or you can stack hands and elbows. You can even put your hands on your shoulders. Sit down through your tailbone as if you're reaching it to your mat, and lift up through the crown of your head. One more breath. Exhale, unravel, reach up. Hands to your heart. Utkatasana chair pose. Sit low, reach high. Garudasana eagle, left leg goes up and over, thigh bones squeeze together. Left arm comes under and wraps around. Or you can stack hands on shoulders. If you have your arms bound together, lift your elbows to shoulder height. Soften your shoulder blades onto your back and draw your hands away from your face. Deepen the eagle pose for 2 more breaths. Exhale, unravel, reach up. Mountain pose. Standing figure 4 hip release. Right ankle lifts up and crosses over your left knee. Hands can come to your heart center. Right hand can come to your right knee, left hand to the bottom of your right foot. Or if you practice flying pigeon, you can take your hands to the floor and come into the arm balance. The more deeply you sit back and down, the deeper the stretch through your glute and your hip. Last breath. Exhale, release. Second side. Standing figure 4 hip release. Choose your arm variation. Hands together, hands on knee and foot, or hands to the floor for flying pigeon prep or the full flying pigeon. Now see if you can tap back in to your meditation center. The place that you breathed into at the beginning of your practice today. Even in these moments of challenge, we can find that still quiet place within us. One more breath. Exhale, release. Good holding. Hands to your heart. Vrikshasana tree pose. I'm going to give 2 options for tree. So using your right foot to begin, you can take your foot in a traditional tree, either to your ankle, your lower leg, or your upper inner leg. There's also the option to take your foot and bring it into your hip crease on the left side. You can take your opposite hand to heart center, or you can wrap it and bind with your right foot. If you practice the forward fold in the bind, then you can certainly go into that variation. We'll hold for 3 breaths. And on your next breath, you can release from tree, whatever version you're in, coming into tree pose on the second side. If you're choosing a traditional tree with your foot on the inside of your right leg, left foot on the inside of your right leg, you could take your hands to your heart. You could extend your arms overhead. It's really your choice as to what expression you bring into this pose. Or you can take your left foot into the right hip crease and either taking hand to heart or wrapping around for the bind. If you practice the forward fold in the bind, you can start to fold forward when you're ready. Lengthening upwards through the crown of your head in any of these variations of tree. The most challenging variation will be if you close your eyes. One more breath. Exhale, unravel from your tree, reach up, fold all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank or no plank. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog or tabletop. And then make your way onto your back for Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Heels are more or less underneath of your knees. For this bridge, bring your arms down by the sides of your body so your arms are resting on the floor. As you inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips up. And then as you exhale, lower your hips. So it's a dynamic bridge. You can do this with your eyes open or closed. Inhale, your hips go up. Exhale, hips come back down to the floor. You might start to notice that your glute muscles, the muscles of your buttocks, are starting to engage as you do this movement. 3 more times. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to come back down. And shaking and wobbling is good. It means you're using the muscles in a new way. The last one. This time, though, you're going to stay up. You can walk your hands underneath your body, interlace your fingers, or you can keep your arms down on the floor. Lift up through your hips, and then also lift the balls of your feet. So you're going to press into your heels and lift the balls of your feet to activate your hamstrings and your glutes. Let's breathe together. Fullest breath in. Exhale, release your feet, release your hips. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together, knees out. One hand on your heart, one hand on your abdomen. Or you can come to resting pose, knees together, feet mat width apart. This will give your low back even more space. Full breath in. Long breath out. Hug your knees into your chest. And if it feels good, you can rock side to side. You could also make circles on the ceiling with your knees. Going in one direction, in the other direction. Happy baby pose. Hands come to the bottoms of your feet or to the backs of your legs. What we're looking for in happy baby pose, it is a hip opener, but we want to keep the tailbone and the sacrum on the floor, and also the back of the head and neck on the floor. So to do that, you might have to move your hands down your legs. And put a little tuck in your chin, Jalandhara Bandha, to lengthen the back of your neck. And then if you like to rock side to side in happy baby, you can do this. You can also rest in stillness. And take your legs back in, give them a hug. Extend your legs all the way down into your mat, Banana Asana. Walk your legs to the right side of your mat. Walk your shoulders and arms to the right side of your mat. You can take your hands up overhead to opposite elbows, or you can rest your hands on your belly. You could also cross your left ankle over your right ankle, just allowing your bones to melt down. Breathe into the left side of your body. Soften everything just a little bit more. Come back through center. And cross your ankles and walk your legs to the left side of your mat. Shoulders and arms walk to the left side of your mat. If you like, you can cross one ankle over the other. You could take hands up overhead or hands on your abdomen. And then allow your muscles to soften. Allow your body to be still. Breathe into the right side of your body. Come back through center. Hug your knees in. If it feels good, you can lift your head toward your knees. And then come into final resting pose, Shavasana. Using whatever props will allow you to feel comfortable and at ease. Allow your breath to return to a natural state. Soften your fingers and your toes, your jaw. And allow your body to relax deeply into your mat. as if it's sinking down into the earth. Full surrender. Bring awareness to your breath. Bring movement to your body. When you're ready, you can come to one side of your body, resting there with your arm under head like a pillow. Maybe planting a seed by asking the question, how can I surrender? In what area of my life do I most need to surrender? And what would be possible for me if I surrendered? When you're ready, you can come up to seated, hands at your heart center, head bowed to your heart. The light in me honors, acknowledges, and bows to the light in you. This place in me and this place in you is where we are one, where there is only unconditional love and unconditional gratitude, where we are whole. There is nothing to be done, there is no one to be, and nothing to fix. It is this place where the universe resides in each of us. Namaste.
Hi, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if there's specific content that you'd like to see on this page to be of service and support to you, please contact me through my website, www.ericablackburn.com, to make your request. For watching this video, there's a free gift for you to download. Please click the link in the description. I invite you to subscribe to this page, share, like, and spread the love so that we can all elevate and share in a purpose-filled life. If you'd like to work with me directly, either through one-on-one coaching or healing sessions, or in my group programs, please go to my website to book a discovery call with me today. Namaste.